Hey, this is Rick, coming to you live from the Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe.
Fuck yeah, everybody, welcome. How are you guys doing tonight? There's a big crowd here tonight. A shout out to the Death Squad fans.
Yes,
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome.
There's a plethora of them.
My homeboy, J.R. Steiner, is wearing the greatest t-shirt I've ever seen in my entire... J.R., will you come up here real quick and show this thing off?
Yeah, it's badass. But there's controversy about it, but it's badass.
Controversy. Hello.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking Kill Tony shirt, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe Rogan podcast, and with Brian's help, we've created like this little community we call Death Squad. Can I raise this motherfucker?
Oh yeah, you can.
And there's like 8 of us here right now, and we flew from all over the country. And so what I wanted to do was get some shirts together for us. So I came up with this idea. Like the Iron Patriot thing is definitely like a, it's like a thing only the fans will get. You know what I mean? So I wanted to surprise these guys. So yeah, here's a shirt. We'll never actually be able to sell it because of copywriting, but. This is it, man. So we fucking love you guys. Kill Tony, man.
Thank you so much, man. Put your hands together for J.R. Steiner.
What we should do real quick, though, is stay up on stage real quick, because let's introduce the Iron Patriot, because there's controversy about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Iron Patriot is here, everyone.
For every life you save, there's a million new ways to die.
That's one of his...
I am the Iron Patriot.
That's one of his many catchphrases. Patriot, you have any new catchphrases this week?
Just between me and you, here's my little secret. The bad guy always wins. Me killing you is just perfect symbolism for the times.
Yes.
Wow, that's a long catchphrase.
Tony?
Yep.
I'm happy that JR took the time to make the t-shirt, but something's bothering me.
Oh, what's bothering you, Patriot? Is it the fact that JR is somewhat black?
No. No.
What do you call them last week? Female brothers?
You know I don't like the Iron Patriot in the movies. I don't like the Don Cheadle, the War Machine. I'm Norman Osborn, the one that fought against Green Goblin. I'm the comic book Iron Patriot.
It's the thought that counts, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love that you did it.
I could have put anybody on this shirt.
If you do a Photoshop of me, maybe we won't get in copyright thing, because I don't look exactly like anything. Really, I'm like the comic book, but not the movie.
I'm sorry I didn't get it right.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's just that kind of strikes a chord with me, because I've talked with Tony about that before. He knows how I feel about that.
Patriot, what's the difference exactly in the logistics between the comic book Patriot and the Patriot that's on the shirt?
There's this whole great story of how it's Norman Osborn that fought against, he was Green Goblin, he fought against Spider-Man.
But why does anybody care who's underneath the suit?
But they had to change the story because in the movies, different people own the rights. The Marvel owns the movie rights, and the different people own Sony owns Spider-Man.
What do you?
I get it, Tony. I get
Jesus.
it. I get
Get
it.
what he said.
I don't want to sound like I don't appreciate it. I mean, he did a great job.
Hey,
Three episodes ago, you started getting real Hollywood on us. What's going on?
Iron Patriot, do you remember the old Tom and Jerry when it used to be awesome, and then they made that new Tom and Jerry that everyone looked really weird on it?
Yeah.
Is it like the same thing to you?
Yeah, it's just when they change a story that you're so passionate about. See, I didn't even know they were going to have it in the movie till like a year ago. They came out with pictures that the Iron Patriot was going to be in the movie. Before that, the guy that made the costume for me, we didn't even know it was going to be in Iron Man 3. And then it was kind of a shock when we saw they changed the story up, because we were so in love with the story. So now everybody...
Who was in love with this story?
The guy that sculpted the costume in Norway, my friend John.
Where's that Hollywood bear at?
That comes... People run the light.
I was saying to JR, I would like to maybe somebody in the crowd maybe get a shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we do like a contest? Like maybe trivia? Can you think of a quick trivia?
Wait, I thought there was only one shirt and that it was for me.
No. I brought like 12 of them.
Did you really?
And there's only 8 claims, so if you want to do like a quick trivia?
Loser.
Oh, well, I do.
Where the hell did that come from?
Hey, do you have...
A 13-year-old ghost?
Do you have mine? You want to give it to me? Because I want to put it over here, so I'll have it when I...
All right,
like you're going to possibly be able to keep an eye on a shirt that's sitting.
Well, can I put it over here by Kimberly? I want to see if just put it there, and then I'll grab it when I...
Kimberly will steal it and rip it up and make it sexy.
Well, she needs her own shirt.
Oh my God.
Let me see what size it is. Let me see if you got the right size.
Are you gonna wear it over your suit or?
No.
I don't want to stretch it out with those sweet ass.
Can you hold that up? I want to see how big it is, because I'll kind of see if it's the right size for
Well,
me.
why don't we take care of this
Is that
after the show?
Okay, that's good, that's good.
Also, I brought Tony's new stickers. They're really shiny, golden point, Tony. They're extremely flamboyant. I don't know. You can zoom with that camera, right?
Like everything of
There's no
me, it's
cameraman
extremely
now.
flamboyant.
Yeah, it's super shiny. So if you guys want stickers, I brought a shit ton. Just come up to me and
That
we'll
is
be
so
outside.
fucking
I'll give
cool.
everybody stickers. I mean, I have a bunch in here, so I got you.
J.R. Steiner, everybody. Powering the merch of great Tony Hinchcliffe, Joey Diaz, and Brody Stevens. A great soul. Fuck
Hey, thank
yeah.
you very much. Thank you. Here, could you put that over there? Just sit there and I'll grab it.
The best is when he just gets real.
We need to get him one of those fanny packs.
I used to have one with my old costume before I got this. I actually had a red fanny pack, a colonial red.
I do not find that hard to believe at all.
Yep.
I can picture a red fanny pack on that thing. Now it seems like it's getting a little dusty. Do you polish that ever? Or?
I told you it came dirty, but you know what? I think it's good that the white's dirty because in the pictures my eyes wouldn't really show up if the white was too bright all over. I really think it's designed for pictures. Because if you look at me in the pictures, my eyes kind of have a different white than the face. If the chest and everything was too bright, you wouldn't see my lights. I mean, maybe I'm just trying to rationalize, but I really think that's true.
I think you're trying to rationalize it.
No, Tony, you see my pictures. They look good.
He knows he looks good.
What pictures are we talking about?
You got pictures on Instagram and Twitter. What he's saying, they look pretty bad.
I got a lot of pictures.
And the dirt is actually a good contrast between the lights and the
Yeah,
lines.
Red Band's getting what I'm saying. Thank you.
I dig you, bro.
Why don't you guys go bot fuck somewhere already?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Patriot, anything else exciting happened this week? Did you smoke any pot or anything? Any deep thoughts with the Patriot?
Yeah, I was on Criminal Minds, and I was in the 16th century at a Salem witch thing in Massachusetts, and they dressed me in 16th century clothing and made me real dirty. They even made my teeth yellow. I didn't like it. I have enough problem keeping my teeth white without them putting that shit on there.
What did they use to make it yellow?
Just, I don't know, it tastes weird too. I tried to tell them that I don't need it, but they put it on there. There were some cute girls though dressed in that 16th century clothing though. There really were.
Were their feet exposed?
No, but I saw their cute faces and everything, and I can imagine.
What'd you think of your girl, Miley, twerking?
I like to watch her twerk, but I told you the story when I was on Hannah Montana. She don't have nice feet. It shocked me too. I know. I couldn't believe it either, Tony. I couldn't believe it. She got such a cute face.
Have you seen that new video that was released?
You know, there's some bad grammar in that video.
Which one? The one
You know how she says, "We run things, things don't run we"? That's not correct grammar. It should be things. We run things, things don't run us.
It's got your left arm twitching, I noticed.
I gotta stop doing that, Tony. That's what my mom says. I always twitch my arm. Damn. You keep telling me when I do that, because I gotta correct that. It's a bad habit. I can't do that anymore. I'm a superhero. I can't be looking like a twitcher.
But can we just say, honestly, as a robot, it works. It looks like you're kind of like, redoing something.
Yeah, but I don't want to look like I have Parkinson's disease or something.
Yeah, I always wondered if it was part of your robotic type of. I always wondered if it was the suit or something. But now that you've admitted that your mom's always told you that you need to control your arm twitching,
Yeah.
I think it adds a great element because it makes you so human in a way.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, can I ask you about that roast? I was watching that roast on Comedy Central.
Yes.
And it was very hard to watch it because they keep showing this movie Neighbors over and over, about 20 times. Did you see that?
What do you mean it was hard to watch it?
I'm saying, I was watching all my clips of my favorite comedians, Jeff Ross and Sarah Silverman. How do they distribute those jokes? You write those jokes. How do they determine which one of your jokes go to which comedian and stuff?
It's a very interesting, long process. A lot of it has to do with the comedians coming up with their own sort of take on the situation, what they want to get through that night. A lot of them write it themselves. A lot of them write it with us in a room. Sometimes we write them in a room and just write these crazy fucking jokes that turn into, I mean, everybody knows a great one when they see it, so then sometimes they, we just deal them out accordingly. But it's an interesting, different type of process that never has a rhyme or reason. But good question.
Cool. I appreciate hearing that behind the scenes.
Well, I mean, you asked me, so you really didn't give me much of a choice.
Yes, I was interested in that, Tony. I'd like to thank you guys, because people are watching the Dirty Crabber videos on YouTube now.
Oh, they are?
They're making comments. They're saying they're all Death Squad fans. They're saying Iron Patriot.
Now, do you still talk to all the crabbers?
I've been in contact with them the last couple of weeks because I've been telling them to watch this show I'm on, that they're really featuring Dirty Crabber. And,
Did you ever fall out with one of them?
no, not really. I mean, I'm the guitar player in Dallas. I still know him. The saxophone player lives there. The drummer lives in Las Vegas. So, I keep in contact with him pretty good. And I got a girl that lives in Hollywood that was one of the Seafood Review, one of my dancer girls.
Wait, what are they called?
The Seafood Review.
How many girls were there?
Oh, I had 8 different girls that danced with me at different times.
Did you bring one of the girls to a show one time?
Yeah, I've been trying to work on that, but the one girl I want to bring that she wants money. And
Are we talking $10, $20?
no, I don't know, but I just told her we're all working for free to try to build this show up. Nobody's getting paid yet, and then the other girl, she wants to bring her young daughter to dance with her, and this club's 21. The real Seafood Review. She has a daughter.
So you've talked with the other Dirty Crabber.
Oh yeah, they're feeling the feeling like it could come back. We could bring it back. Dirty Crabber in 2013.
When he gets excited, it's when he flinches.
Yeah. Man, I really I feel good about my career, Tony. I think I'm going to have a house in Malibu pretty soon.
We can tell. Look at that left arm go.
Yeah.
Can you say you think you're going to have a house in Malibu?
Yes, I'll be living next to Robert Downey.
Oh, and that would be like a perfect Iron Patriot, Iron Man type of thing.
And that's not all, Tony.
I'm excited that he does it again.
That's not all, Tony. I'm thinking about running for president in 2016.
Whoa!
The country needs me right now. We need a change. The Patriot's the man.
What would be your main platform?
Protect the feet.
Fuck yeah, Patriot.
Who's your vice president, Dr. Scholes?
No more high heels, no more of that crazy shit that makes the bunions and hurts the feet. Protect the feet.
Oh, you are one excited little patriot tonight, aren't you?
Yes, I'm glad. I have to thank you guys. You guys are the ones that made this all happen for me, and I don't say enough to you, Tony and Red Band. Thank you very much for this.
Well, we're happy to have you, Patriot. You excited about our guests tonight?
Oh, yeah. I saw them both on the Willie Hunter show. Bring them up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys ready to get this thing started or what? My guests tonight, 2 guys, literally 2 of the smartest, funniest, most awesome people that I know. These guys are unbelievable, and it's an absolute miracle that I'm such a badass motherfucker that I'm able to get these 2 guys on my show at the same time. So, what do you say we just bring him up? Put your hands together for this guy. He has his own amazing comedy group called the Goat Face Comedy. Truly hilarious. You can catch him almost every single night of the week here at the Comedy Store. Put your hands together for the one and only Fahim Anwar. And our other guest, hello. One of the most amazing rising talents in the entire world. A great friend. Me and this guy started together. One of the funniest guys. If you don't know him, you're going to. The one and only Jerrod Carmichael, everybody. Fuck yes. I can't tell you how excited I am to have you 2 guys with me, with Red Band, and with the Iron Patriot.
Excited to be here.
How's it going, guys?
This is great.
You know about the Iron Patriot,
I
Jerrod?
don't know shit about that.
Something confused me. I have to ask you guys about. Okay. I saw both of you on YouTube today on the Willie Hunter show.
Oh, okay.
But
You did your homework?
yes, Tony's got me working every week. I'm working hard to keep this job. But anyway,
Right, we have an aluminum Patriot that applied last week.
didn't you? I enjoyed your dance routine. You had long hair, and your name was Lance Can't Stopulous.
It's true, yeah.
Now, when did the change occur that you have a new name and you cut your hair?
I love that you think that's who the real me is. You had this crazy mullet and a wife beater. Who's this clean cut guy? It's a character that I play.
Oh, I enjoyed the dancing. You're very, very talented.
He's like, I like that guy better than this guy. Bring him back.
I have something to ask you, Jerrod.
Yes.
I noticed on Twitter that your handle is Notorious Rod.
Yes.
Does that mean that your penis is well known and famous?
Oh my God, Patriot!
My
you son of
banana
a
is
bitch.
notorious too.
I almost beat the shit out of you for asking that just then.
It's a Notorious Rod.
Do I have to answer that?
No, you don't. You're 0 for 1 with questions with Jerrod. The Iron Patriot is our head of security here, Jerrod, and
I learned you're from North Carolina.
Yes.
I saw that interview and you worked at a shoe store.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of creepy, man.
It is creepy.
Yeah. Thank you though.
I really enjoyed that joke on YouTube of you talking about the war that's going on at Chick-fil-A.
Chicken fillet, the entire word.
Chick-fil-A.
I wish I would have known more about you.
You can read up on me too if you want to go to my Twitter, look at my pictures, and I have some, you know.
I feel like he baited you into this.
Right.
Funny you should ask. You can...
I'll check it out, man. I'm going to check it out. I feel like I owe you one.
I'm glad you guys are here tonight. I mean, it's a really good family we got here. I love when Tony brings his friends so I can meet them.
Heck yeah. I saw 2 arm twitches on that one. I was really excited. He bought this $4,000 suit, right?
It's amazing, yeah.
And it was shipped from what country?
From Norway.
From Norway.
It took a year and a half. I didn't know if I was going to get it. There was many delays, legal issues, and health problems with the sculptor. But I finally got it. I didn't know if I would ever get it. And even over a year ago, I was dreaming to come to Death Squad. And I wanted to come meet Red Band. Because I knew he would love Dirty Crabber. Like 3 or 4 years ago, I knew he would love Dirty Crabber. But I had no way to get it to him because I could have sent it, but he's not going to pay attention to me. You know, I couldn't get him. It was so frustrating because I couldn't get him the music. And I knew he'd love the Crabber.
The Dirty Crabber is a band that the Iron Patriot was
I wanted to
in.
ask so bad.
It was a band he was in Texas when he was growing up, and their big hit song, it was Peel That Banana.
No, Share My Banana.
Share My Banana.
Really?
In which he would hand out bananas to everybody in the audience. He would throw them at him at first, and then he would start this song. And it's accidentally racist.
You know, Tony, if you keep going down this route with me, Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton are going to come for me.
Oh, what's this, Patriot? Yeah.
Down south there's a monkey that's swinging on a vine in the jungle. His name is Jacob. That's a funny name for a monkey. One day he found him a lady. She was climbing on a tree. That's a funny name for a monkey. That's a funny name for a monkey.
Yeah.
I feel like I unlocked a cheat code in a video.
Now that's a story about 2 monkeys named Jacob and Latidra. But it ain't racist. I ain't talking I'm not talking about any female brothers doing that song. It's about 2 monkeys. You can make a cartoon out of that. It's so clean.
He could have said nothing and nobody would have thought that.
See, I like the
It's
fact
clean.
that I couldn't make out a few of the words, so I just assumed it wasn't racist.
Yeah.
We already went over this. In Kill Tony 11, we went over this before when Kevin was the guest comedian. Kevin Christie.
You know the name, you know the numbers and everything. Now, if you missed it there for a moment, there was because it all happened quick. Patriot just said the words. The song's not racist. it's not about a female brother. And what he's saying when he says female brother, that's his way of describing black women. I'm not kidding. I noticed this over the last few weeks. He naturally, I guess it's from originally being from Texas or something, but the female brothers, and he doesn't call them sisters. I asked him this last week. He doesn't call them sisters because he doesn't want people getting them confused for nuns. I couldn't make that up. That's him. Jerrod, what's the report on everything I just told you?
You don't understand how much I love the brothers. I was raised on Good Times, Sanford and Son. I love Jimmy Walker. Dynamite.
Is he ruining Iron Man for you? Can we not watch the movies anymore?
Not as much as he's just validated Texas for me.
The reputation stays true.
Texas.
Well, you guys know what we do here. We have a huge amount of comedians that sign up in order to get pulled out of this bucket. They get 60 seconds to maybe try something new, maybe try something old, and whether it's new or old, we try to either tag their material or interview them, talk about something else that we think else they should talk about or something like that. It's just an interview after they do 60 seconds of stand-up. Comedians, when you hit 60 seconds exactly, you're going to hear this cat meow. That means you're at 60 seconds to stop it. Because if you continue to go, the angry West Hollywood bear comes out. Now, originally it would be like 5 or 10 seconds after you went over your time the bear would come out. But we've noticed recently that when that Red Band gets a little excited, and sometimes that bear will come pretty quickly after the cat. Oh, that bear is already brewing in there. You can just hear it getting ready for people to run the light. If you if for some reason they're not here for their spot, they get blacklisted permanently from the show, and all that means is that they're off the show, they go into a different pile, and the Iron Patriot makes this noise. Alright, so what do you guys say we get this thing started? Let's do it. It's all happening. Our first comedian tonight for 60 seconds is Rob Russell. Here we go. All happening. Rob Russell. Oh, shit! That was very aggressive, and I loved it.
Blacklisted.
Rob Russell on the blacklist.
Gracious.
All right, your first comedian tonight is Jessamine.
Hi everyone. Hi. With all that cheering that went on, I would never know I was in a comedy club. Just kidding. You would never know you were in LA. Too friendly. I like to explain my worldview up front. I don't believe in black and white. I believe in blonde and brunette. Okay. So a lot of girls have to sleep with a guy and never hear from him again, but I don't. I have to give him my number, and I will never ever hear from him again. I wouldn't paint myself. That's okay. You don't have to laugh when I laugh. We'll keep going. I got asked out by a guy, and he didn't show up, and I wasn't really worried at first. But when he texted me an hour and a half later saying, Jasmine, I need to do this to you, but my girlfriend just broke up with me and I'm in no mood to go out right now, I was pretty hurt that, like, I'm not vindictive. Like, I would never key his car or anything like that, mostly because he takes the bus. But still, it's about manners in this day and age. And a lot of girls in LA have a lot of confidence, and that's great. Oh.
All right, well, that was something. Really
Can I ask you for a second? Can you take down your microphone and just talk to me for a second with no microphone?
Okay. Good, how are you?
You're talking louder now than you were just now.
Really?
That was a mindfuck. You've all been part of an experience.
It gets really nerve-wracked. I don't know, maybe I'm okay. I and should listen to the echo. It gets really nerve-wracking on stage, and sometimes Tony knows because he's seen me in the past. I have a tendency to either talk really fast, like beyond coke talking, you know, and then, or sometimes like when I'm waiting to go on stage, it's like you start self-diagnosing. I'm like, oh, there's something in my neck, and then the host. Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, you gotta project, Justin. And I mean, we're not even really getting an opportunity to know what you're saying. Whether it's like, you gotta like kick it out. Give us an example. Like say,
I'll have some pie.
I'll have some pie.
Now actually try.
I'll have some pie.
It's already done.
Horrible.
Did you hear that? Somebody get her some fucking pie. What are you guys doing sitting there? Jesus
I feel like it's an
Christ.
unused Michelle Tanner line.
Oh my God, Jessamine. I love what's going on with you, but I have no idea what you said the entire time you were up here.
Can I try one of them one more time? Talk just one joke. Talk into the microphone.
Yeah. Try the joke and try to project.
Okay. I don't see the world in black and white. I see it in blonde and brunette.
Your angry West Hollywood Bear is out of nowhere. All right, no, okay. I don't get what you're saying there. Like, it sounds like that sounds like a joke that Hitler would write. I only see blonde and brunette. Are you saying that you don't want black people around? Are you saying that? Like, what does that mean?
Well, that's the problem. I guess that's true. That it has a backstory. So I guess I was just thinking about how whenever I've gone to meet up, blonde girls tend to talk to me more than others, and then when I go to meet their friends, they're all blonde, and I feel like when I first meet them, they kind of look me up and down, kind of like, little brunette must be lost. So that's where that was.
Well, there's more here in this than just that. You know, you're going deeper with this than just a
I
tagline.
should have.
Yeah.
You have to be really specific in my head. Like, I just don't want to go first, and I should have been like, I want to go third. You know, that way I would.
No, that wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
I wanted to. It's just like the first time you go.
But I totally agree with what Fahim was just saying. Conversationally, when you were just explaining that,
Like we got more insight into you with that than just because anybody like a corporation can come up with that for a billboard or something.
No, I get that, because I guess like the one thing I've always wanted to just get better at with stand-up is if you have a story, how do you get your 5 or 6 lines into that really concise 2 or 3? I guess.
Well, something to think about too is like we know nothing about you or the way your mind works. Really, like anybody could have done like what you said. It's interchangeable. Like I don't. So there's that. There's joke writing, and there's also just nerves because you're new. So it's very hard to process the two because you got so many things going on. So it's just stage time to wear out those nerves, and then you can just be you on stage.
have you ever considered wearing an Iron Patriot suit? Just kidding, Patriot. Jesus, that death glare you're giving. And that left arm so solid, not twitching at all. The freaking thing is a wall right now.
I guess I like my clothes, so I'll stick to my closet.
No, it's okay.
I know what you mean, but I guess.
Jessamine, I love it. You gotta project next time, okay?
I don't want to interrupt you.
You gotta really push it. Jerrod, what do you think, Jessamine?
No, I mean, I think it seems like you have like a bunch of pain that you're masking with adorableness. And once you get to like the shit that your father did, it's gonna be great.
I was hoping you would go there.
Boom!
I appreciate that, and for the record, it's not my father. It's
Your uncle.
It's somebody.
No, that's
just
the thing.
but thank you, I appreciate it.
Heck yeah, Jessamine, everybody. She's on Twitter at RealAdorable. Real_adorable. Is her, that's her actual Twitter handle. Jerrod Carmichael nailing it from 3-point range, everybody. Fuck yeah. Jessamine's got the mic and the mic stand. One more time for Jessamine, everybody. Real adorable. I think, I don't don't know. She said it wasn't her dad, but it could be because she just goes by the name Jessup. She doesn't rep that last name. You know what I'm saying? So who knows what's going on there? I think you may have hit that ball out of the park. She was quick to say no, it wasn't dad.
You don't get that sweet and adorable without having to have tried to make someone happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the cover of not to get that my part.
You're so fucking dead on, absolutely. Holy shit. Fuck yes. I'm so glad to have you guys here. This is so exciting. You fucking two are unbelievable. This is great. Patriot, having fun so far?
Yes, he nailed it on that joke. I couldn't beat that one.
Patriot, I don't think you've ever been funny on purpose. Put your hands together for your next comedian. It's Pete Christian Hessing. He's coming. I think he's coming.
How are you guys doing? I hope you guys doing all right. And thank you guys for the opportunity. We're coming here a lot, and I've been trying to find a way around. And we just sort of found it out. Yeah, I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and I saw they have all these signs. You know, they have a sign for a star for Snow White. There's a star for the Muppets. There's a star for Donald Duck. So I mean, these stars cost $30,000. Why not have a star for Jesus, or a star for love or peace, and we have probably love or peace in the world? You know, they could flip a switch, and all you guys in here would be millionaires. Network marketing. We could all have websites and computer accounts, and we could have all the businessmen. But that's what I'm scared. All you guys have $1 million. You probably. All the banks would probably shut down. You go in the bank trying to put out $1 million all the time. All the banks would be out. So there's so many things
All right, Pete, that's its time.
Well, you guys allow me to go first. I love every second of it. And once we get to the bottom of whatever you did to your daughter, you're gonna be great.
It's a little pitchy.
Listen, here's the thing. And this is a compliment. Whatever you are, you're for real about it. And I like that. Like, whatever you are, it's not like like you're for real that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. You can tell, like, you can just look at his eyes. That's not like trying. That's like coming at you fast. Yeah.
I've never seen somebody that looks both like a cowboy and an Indian before. Some people are pulling that off. Like, I've heard of the game Cowboys and Indians, but you could just be both sides all at once. You could play that like solitaire.
But then if I were to guess, like, he's only an American because he committed a hate crime in Jamaica.
No more, no problem, man. No.
No, where you from?
No more. Jump up to the You're right.
Nailed it. Still shooting from half court and making it. Jerrod
I think we need a Jamaican. Martin Luther King was going to come and say, I believe that one day we'll have a dream and all Jamaicans will have no problem, man. No problem.
And he just squeezed another bit in.
Yeah. He knew the bear was sleeping for a moment. He got it out there. I got the bear off guard. Fuck yes. Oh shit. Fahim, what do you got for Pete Christian Hessing? What's going on?
I liked how he soaked up the intro. No nerves, just I'm here. I'm about to rock your world. And then it got a little like high school motivational speaker-ish in the middle.
Yeah, and then it really, I believe at one point you were saying give everybody $1 million and the banks will probably collapse. Yeah.
cards, but they don't get cash, they can buy stuff, they don't have to put all the money in the bank at once. For their limit.
Why is nobody not taking financial advice?
I know. Exactly.
You use a lot of commas and not periods when you talk, I notice.
It's my Jamaican accent, man. No problem, man. I always try to say too much.
Is the clothes like you or for stand-up?
The stand-up? Yeah, stand-up, yeah.
So like in the daytime, you're like this? Or...
In the daytime, I do a bit of, I do a TV, I'm into music. I do a DJ on KCLA and I do a bit of TV on KNBS. You can see me on KNBS. I do a bit of...
Wow, that's I never heard of a radio station with 14 letters.
I asked if you wore that in the daytime, and he told me where I can see it.
Yeah, but I gotta take off because it's too hot.
Yeah.
I gotta take off. My undershirt is just too hot.
So you just take off the undershirt. You keep the jacket and the scarf on.
Girls like it though, because I open up the shirt and they get all that chest. The girls all
You're banging a lot of girls?
Sometimes I get on the Christian side, So, sort of stay away. But if I have the condoms, you can go,
If you have the condoms, they can go. That's an interesting motto. Give this guy a condom, he gets confidence all of a sudden. All right, well, I like your style, Pete Christian Hess. How long have you been doing stand-up?
Well, not very long. I was mostly a musician. I just figured, let me try. 6 months or so. Let me try.
Patriot has something he wants to say.
Yeah, let me try.
I love it.
I want to comment on the first part of his routine. It is interesting how many stars there are on the Hollywood Boulevard. When I first got
This
here,
is my territory. Quit encroaching.
I mean, that shit stretches all the way down to Vine over to Capitol Records. I mean, when I first got here, I thought they would just be up kind of by the Chinese Theater, but they got stars for everybody. Just like, he said, the Muppets and Kermit the Frog. I mean, I hope to have my own star someday that says Comic Patriot.
It's $30,000 for each star. I went in and I said, you gotta get $30,000 for a star.
It's a comedy duo.
Let's go on the road together.
Yeah. Well, there he goes. That's Pete Christian Hessen. Good job, Pete. Thanks for coming, buddy. Heck yeah.
Does he have a Twitter or a...
Yeah, this is your
Patriot?
official Twitter, @Hessing.
Yeah, Pete Hessing.
@P Hessing, everybody. Follow him on Twitter. I'm surprised. You don't seem like the kind of guy that would have a Twitter account.
Well, they try to lock me up all the time. Every day I gotta keep renewing my password. I start up this stuff.
Well, when you always forget your password, you have to do that. It's part of forgetting your password.
They're trying to silence him.
Right. It's a conspiracy.
It's 160 characters.
Oh my god.
It's like they're trying to...
I fucking love it. He also doesn't seem like his name would be Pete Christian Hessing either, right? Doesn't that sound like that sounds like
Sounds like the name
a school
he
shooter?
The wonky kind.
Well, he also looks like
Yeah, the one that he found. First day here in the newspaper. I guess I'm Pete Christian Hessing, the obituary. All right, fuck yeah. He said, what I love, another thing that I love about that is there's 3 spaces on these things when comedians sign up. A lot of them don't fill out the third because they don't know what they're going to talk about, but the third one is the topic. And what Pete Christian Hessing wrote for his topic was weddings, economics, and something else. There's an and logo, and then his handwriting was too big, so it got really small.
Did you hear any wedding stuff?
No.
I thought I missed that.
I honestly didn't hear anything he said.
He wrote 3 things for topic. I love that. Looks like the word pearl of some kind. Were you going to cover pearl? Oh, there he is. Oh, I see the outline of the cowboy hat deep in the distance. It just came out of nowhere from the farthest corner of the room. All right, Pete, you're good, buddy. We're having fun. We're bumping. Let's pick another one, shall we? You guys having fun out there? Yeah! Okay. Put your hands together for Paul Aaliyah, everybody. Here he is.
What's up, y'all? Yeah. You guys, they're about to make a Fast and the Furious 7. Not one time in any of those movies have they ever stopped to get some gas. You guys just... Where are they getting this fuel from? In the 7th one, those motherfuckers walking. It's me, Vin Diesel kicking a can of Pepsi.
Just like I told you, motherfuckers, we should have went to a Chevron. God damn it.
You can't get a girl without a car. That's all I'm saying. You can't do that. You know what bothers me? I hate when I'm at a red light and I see a hot girl to my left, and I look at her and she looks at me, and then she slowly starts pulling forward. And the light's still red. It's just like, she's saying no to me with her feet. You know what I mean? So what I like to do is I like to pull up next to her and take it one step further. Right? I like to pull up next to her and just be like this. Hey, so you on Facebook, or you want to hang out? Oh, no? Oh. That was me going in reverse. My name is Paul Light. Thank you very much.
Oh, tempting the kitty cat and the bear. One last word. Yeah. I like that doing the thing with the foot thing.
Yeah.
But what really stood out to me was at the end of the first joke, how you turned into a black comedian in the end. Did you notice that?
What was the word?
It was something about
Those motherfuckers walking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you repeated it louder the second time.
Right, like they didn't hear
I
it.
mean, it was really like I was expecting you to just start walking off the stage like Chris Rock. You know what I mean? Just like walking sideways.
Right. I've been doing that a lot lately. Doing that with my cadence. I don't know why. It just comes out.
Just bringing the urban shit in.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of urban comedies, so I don't know. Feels right.
I love that like black frame glasses. Like, it feels right. You know? Like a fishing wand.
Yeah. It doesn't look right. It may feel right. It doesn't come across as right. It comes across as, oh, that guy's trying to be cool for a second.
Right, but he's not.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Is there more to that? The one with the window and the stepping up and going.
Yeah, I had more. I only had 1 minute, so I cut a lot of it out. Right. So it's part of this whole thing about picking up girls in cars. So I knew I had 1 minute, so I said the first part of it. Then,
You usually pick up girls and cars?
yeah, I have before.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like if I see a girl next to me, I'll roll down my window and say something.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
that guy?
I don't give a shit.
Jesus Christ. That's something you need to be talking about.
You're a whistler.
That you're that douchebag. You need to come out and say, I'm a fucking douchebag. Here's what I did.
This is why, and then explain.
And then that other stuff will make sense because just why are you creeping on women is what we're wondering when, I mean, and it's funny, don't get me wrong, and you can still use that, they're deciding with their foot, like you can't see them making that decision, but when they press that gas a little bit, like I think that's very funny.
Let's hear your cat call.
Yeah, like what do you say when you roll down the fucking window and talk to all of your girlfriends?
We hear about it. We hear about it almost like once a week.
Right, yeah. Your girl tells you that? She's like,
yeah.
some guy tried to hit on me in a car.
So there's this creep in like Ray-Ban glasses, and he sort of looked like a white ninja
She had
turtle.
such good vision, she saw the Ray-Ban glasses. I know what Ray-Bans when I see them.
You know Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Something like...
Remember V-necks?
You know what?
And then he did an impression of a cool black guy and drove away.
Yeah. I don't think you should waste time even talking about Facebook. Just say, I live down around the corner. Let's go back to my place right now.
When did I talk about Facebook, Iron Patriot?
Yeah.
When you stopped at the corner and then she was pulling ahead, you're trying to get...
Oh, right.
Never grabbed this fucking thing before. It's supposed to be a prompt, but I swear to God, Bear, go away.
Right.
You apologize to the Iron Patriot right now. When the fuck did I talk about Facebook? He made his arm twitch, bro.
I accept his apology. He's a cool guy.
Thank you, bro. Iron Patriot, everybody.
Heck yeah. It'd be nice to...
See, in the bit, I wanted to say something to the girl in the bit, so I tried to think of something. to say like while I'm in the car.
What do you really say? That's what we're asking you.
Hey, how you doing? Where you going?
You see how that summons a reaction from people? That's what you want. You want to get those people growling like that on your own when you're talking about this shit. You can do that.
Has it worked?
Yeah.
What kind of car do you have?
Got Nissan Altima.
Oh, that's a fucking miracle. You're picking up fours on four wheels. I love that. He's pulling up next to a girl on a bicycle like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? You want to ride? Throw it in the trunk. Automatic trunk, thank you very much.
On a bike.
I thought you were calling his
I
car.
love the romantic music. Is he?
I thought you were calling his car before. I never heard cars like rape. Like girls. I thought you were saying this.
I was calling. I'm saying the girls that he's doing from barking out of a Nissan Altima can't be any higher than a 4.
Are they usually like
Couple with Down syndrome.
If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna no, like, it is
a 4 is just is 6 with Down syndrome?
If you're gonna do it, you have to waste it on a good-looking girl. You can't waste it on a girl. Exactly.
It'll hurt too much if it's like a 2 and she's
Yeah, if she's fat, she starts driving away, then it's like, oh fuck, I'm a loser. I drive a Nissan. I hate my life. You know, so, right.
Well, there you go, Paula Leah, everybody. There you go. It's Paula Leah 123 on Twitter. If you want to tag any of this stuff out there for you listeners of the podcast. Patriot. Jeez, I get so offended when somebody comes at you. You know what I mean? I'm so defensive of you.
Yeah, I feel his frustration. You know, it's hard. You got to move slow with the ladies these days. They don't like you to be too aggressive too quickly. You know, you need to take them out to dinner and buy them some appetizers and take them to a movie. You got to be patient. You can't just jump right in their pants like that and touch the pouch.
I just got dizzy for a second. You can't just jump in their pants and what?
Touch the pouch. You gotta be seated and be loving on the pouch. You know that. Until it's time, you gotta wait. You gotta be patient. A woman likes to know if you're...
I love how it's not take a girl out and buy her dinner. It's take a girl out and touch appetizers.
Special occasion. Is she allowed to get entrees?
You know, the whole thing. You know, buy a flower. Be nice.
Last date you went on, Patriot, where'd you take the girl?
It's been a long time. I've been in a dry spell, Tony. I haven't had sex since the summer of 2004.
No, Patriot, no.
I hate to kill your image of me, but hopefully now that I'm in the Death Squad family, things are going to change for me.
I want to know the story of 2004.
Yeah, I need to. I want to know what had to happen in 2004 that went so bad.
I didn't tell you about my DJ years. I DJ'd for 7 years. I was at this club called the Sugar Shack, and there was a cute bartender girl. She let me play with her feet while we watched the last episode of Friends.
What?
It was the last episode of Friends. Remember that year? I took one sock off, and then I took the other sock off, and she let me play with her toes.
You can't make that up.
Was she alive when you were doing this? Is this just a corpse that's laying over your lap?
She let me wear her skin.
I'm not ugly, Tony. You make me out to be like a creepy ugly. If you look at my Facebook, I'm a decent-looking guy. It's just, I've been here in LA for 5 years. It's tough to meet someone here. I'm real picky too. I want the right girl. I know I'm gonna find the right person for me. My soulmate.
Yeah, you'll find one that suits you.
I'm jealous of Red Man. I heard him talking that he met a nice girl. Did you go to church or something? Where'd you meet that nice girl?
Church. Maybe church is chicken, but. Better off finding a good girl at a church's chicken.
Honestly, you might be good going to church if you want to meet a nice girl.
Yeah, but you know I don't believe in God. I believe we're all God.
Just don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Look at feet. Look down like you're looking. thinking about Jesus.
feel like there's a tear right now underneath that helmet.
Short-circuiting you.
My glory years were from 86 to 93. That was when I was in Dirty Crabber. Those were my times when I had sex with about 20 different girls.
I'm about to cry.
Holy shit is awful. Hey, we'll talk after the show. I got a website you can go to.
No, I don't want Tinder. I don't like it.
I could have our young producer here, Josh Martin, suck your dick if you'd like. Would you guys like to see that right now? Come suck his dick.
Don't do that to Josh.
Come on, Josh. Get in there. Get in there.
Just put it on your chin.
Josh.
No, I'm not into that kind of stuff. Come on.
Patriot, what are you so uncomfortable about? Come on.
I like girls. I like Josh, but not in that way.
Come on, he looks like Rhea Perlman. Let him do it. Josh, you're taking orders from the Patriot now? Get your ass over there and suck his dick.
You're crossing the line, Tony. You're crossing the line.
Alright, let's pull another comedian out. This is fucking unbelievable.
Hey, that really does suck though, and I need to help you somehow because I can't. I mean, 2004 is a long time. It is post 9/11, but.
And the last time before that was 2 times in 1997.
Stop. We need to stop this. We need to stop talking about this. I can't even think about this.
Oh my God.
Do you masturbate? How many times a day do you masturbate?
I've been surviving on porn for a long time.
Do you ever just lay on your back and put your left hand around your dick and make yourself nervous and fuck your hand like it's a top?
No. Puberty came on me very, very strong, Tony. It hit me in those years, the 13, 14. The first orgasm I had, I ran out naked in the backyard and swung on a tree like a monkey. And the wind made me came. I didn't even touch the wind. I touched it. All this shit shot out of my brain. And 2 years later, I did bestiality with my Cocker Spaniel.
Bear away from here, it's a danger.
Time to get Wally.
I put Hershey chocolate on my banana and the Cocker Spaniel licked it off.
Wow. That is a good point. I'm pretty sure we just had the,
That's a great point. Shouted, you're not supposed to feed dogs chocolate. They're more concerned about the dog eating chocolate than something that's dead.
I just hate that the dog risked his life for that. That's the last thing the dog did.
of all the things, why would it be chocolate? Why would you do that? Everyone else peanut butter. That's the one thing.
I was horny in Texas and I couldn't find a woman.
Texas.
Yeah, there's some cute hussies in Texas.
You're talking about natural.
You should see how nice and tan their feet are there. Ooh, they're so
Are you talking about the dogs? What are you talking about?
You like Paul's too?
No. I know you're gonna think I'm creepy and weird now, but it wasn't that big a deal. It's not like I tried to.
We're not going to think that. We already think that. You just.
Cocker Spaniels are adorable, so I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and they'll eat anything. I mean, they love it.
All right.
I didn't do it again. It was only one time. It's not like I start doing it on a regular basis.
Okay, so now I have to ask. I mean, I already pulled a name out of the bucket for some reason sometime before that. However, I gotta ask a couple more questions. One, did you finish when the dog was eating the chocolate?
I can't remember.
That's a yes.
Okay, he has a skill trap memory, especially with the Facebook comment, and now he can't remember.
Right.
You know what I also did? You know at the car wash they have those vacuum tubes where you vacuum your car? I put that on my banana and sucked it dry. It was great. I did that about 3 times.
In a row?
and that would make you finish. You could climax to that.
It's great. It just leaves it cleans it up. It just sucks it dry. And you leave. I only did that a few times. I was pretty crazy back then. I'm a lot more normal now.
And you started fucking the vacuum.
You think it's so crazy, just dump the bag after you're done.
How many dogs did you go through until you started fucking the vacuum?
No, that was just, those were like 3 things I did a couple times, but nothing besides that.
All right, let's keep the show moving along. Good luck to the comedian who has to follow that. Put your hands together for Michelle Westford, everybody.
Alright guys, recently I'm celebrating something. I got engaged! 3 years ago yesterday. Moving on fast track. So subsequently yesterday I wrote a letter to Match.com and canceled my membership, right? 'Cause I know I'm really in now. Match.com, if you guys aren't familiar, maybe they should, I don't know, maybe they should rename it to something more realistic. Like circusfolk.com or the creepiest assholes you ever met.com. That's the service where you put in your zip code and then they scan the area. They do like a 15-mile radius and bring you back every sex offender and broke turd. And yeah, these are your new matches. I went out with a guy, Dancing Dave was his name. He insisted we go dancing. But to me and everybody else in the club, it looked like he was getting electrocuted or playing an imaginary game of highly aggressive tetherball. That's it.
There you go. Right. She made it in between the kitty and the bear. She nailed it. Great dismount. Yeah.
You have great stage presence. You can hear yourself. You seem very comfortable on stage. How long have you been doing it?
3 years.
3 years. Cool.
And have you really been engaged for 3 years?
I have been engaged for 3 years. Yes, I have.
So you started comedy right when it...
One dream dies, another one lives. Fuck it. But you open with being engaged and then you talk about dating. Is that because you met him on a website or?
Maybe. No? We met at Starbucks in Seattle.
That just got boozed from the audience.
Okay, we met on Match.com. I'm on a podcast now. I'm gonna never tell about that. So.
Really?
You could just not post the link.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you're famous in Seattle, in which case somebody will find it and they're going to be like, oh my god, Michelle Westford
You're from
found
Seattle.
that guy
Oh, yeah.
she
You don't know me,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Then I'm not famous.
How'd you know he's from Seattle?
Because I'm from Seattle. I know other good comics from Seattle.
You're damn right.
You know, I love her stuff. She's like a real vet, and
That sounds like someone's getting sick of their fiance.
Going from Starbucks to Seattle's best, if you know what I'm saying. That's a coffee joke, everybody. 1 in a million. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Thank you, ma'am. Fuck yeah. How long have you been in LA?
A week.
Are you staying here? Or you?
I'm going back home on Wednesday. I came down for a week.
Oh, nice.
did you stand up out there?
Yes, in Seattle.
Where do you get up? Like the underground?
The
or
underground.
Parlor?
Not the parlor, Laughs.
Okay. I love Dave. Dave's great.
Tacoma, down Tacoma, and then different casinos and corporate stuff.
Cool. I would give one note. Like Ian Edwards actually talks about this too. Like Ian's such a good writer. Like your stage presence is great. You know, you're not nervous up there. You can deliver the material perfectly. And then the jokes, it's like you're scratching the surface, going for the easy. Almost, you could dig a little deeper. You know what I mean? So try to scratch a little more. That's how you find a little more. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jerrod, what do you got?
I got nothing, man. You know, hey, do your thing. It's like vague, like, do your thing. Yeah, congratulations on the engagement.
Oh, thank you.
When's it gonna happen?
Maybe next year.
Really?
We don't have a date yet.
What's the point of being engaged?
Yeah.
You just kind of seal the
It's like
deal.
super dating.
Do you feel,
Yeah.
do you feel like a sense of security knowing that you're engaged and not just dating?
No, I'm not like that. I mean, I never was one of those gals that was like, yeah, I can't wait to get married and have a wedding and do all that type of stuff. It just happened to meet somebody.
Are you delaying the wedding, or is it?
I'm delaying it a little bit. No, my circumstances and stuff.
What's the circumstance?
I'm doing comedy in Seattle. I'm trying to make money. I want to be more,
You couldn't get married while doing comedy in Seattle?
Yeah, I could. I just want to be
Because I feel
more
like doing comedy in Seattle, you still have like a lot of free
What
time.
does he do?
He works at a oil refinery.
Okay.
Because you can't.
Because you make it sound like you're supporting him with your comedy. That's why you're postponing the event.
No, I'm just waiting until I feel more of I'm 33. I want to feel like I'm more successful.
In what? Stand up?
Yeah.
All right, we should
But
get
how
the fuck out of Seattle.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think I got out?
It's like,
Right.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen there. I mean, all the greats, they get out of there and then you shine somewhere else.
so you can get married.
Right.
Oh, thank you guys. This is a good therapy session for me. Thank you.
Let's push back this engagement another 8 years. And, come down to LA, then you'll get that success you wanted, and then you can go back and get married. He'll be waiting for you. He's a fucking oil refinery guy in Seattle. He's got nothing going on. Here she goes, Michelle Westford.
I love you guys. Thank you.
That's on Twitter at Michelle's Comedy. Wow, you actually were able to get that handle, huh? At Michelle's Comedy, the one and the only. Fuck yeah, how fun. A little Seattle life for you there, Fahim.
Yeah, it was nice surprise.
How about
I wanted
that?
to be like, I'm from Seattle, but I picked myself.
You're like the fucking Dave Chappelle of Seattle.
That's how I brought on stage.
Fuck yeah. Seattle's a great town, right?
Yeah.
I love it up there. I could never live there because of the rain and stuff. Where I'm from in Northeast Ohio, we have one more day of clouds than Seattle has. And Seattle has one more day of rain. So Seattle has this reputation of being depressing as fuck. But statistically, where I'm from in Northeast Ohio is just as depressing, but we don't get the same reputation.
Which is really depressing.
Exactly. Which bumps us to the most depressed city.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
OH.
I.O. Put your hands together for Kevin Fart, everybody.
Guys, I'm getting older. And I really want kids. But if I have a daughter and she gets married, I'm not paying for that shit. Isn't that the rule? The father of the bride has to pay for the wedding? I've already given you permission to bang my daughter for eternity. Isn't that enough, punk? Now you want me to pay for it? Can I at least get a discount? Like he should be paying me, you know? He should be paying me. Like, seriously, guys. I'm not giving that shit up, like, on a loss. It's a ruse what we're doing to these fathers. It's a sham. Like, how about I start sticking it to your mom and make you throw me a party? That's essentially what's going on, folks. It's the same thing. It's gonna end. 1 minute, right now?
Either you've been practicing this every day for 7 weeks, or you're just a really smart guy.
He's a fucking Jedi. Right when he said that was exactly.
Yeah, it was. I looked too. It was creepy.
That was creepy.
I just timed it when I was eating a taco. Eat 'em up.
There you go.
Right.
You should have ended on sounding really smart. Then all of a sudden you found out about the taco at Paquito
Paquito
Moss.
Moss threw everything out the window.
And now there's something very Pete Christian Hessing about eating a taco at Paquito Moss, knowing exactly how long a minute is. I see that cowboy hat creep up. It's just a light. Just from where I'm sitting, there's just like a silhouette of like dreadlocks and a cowboy hat way up there. There he is. Cheers to you, buddy. Fuck yeah, man. I love you, Pete Christian Hessing. Oh yeah.
Great material.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like you have a take. How long have you been doing stand-up?
It's 2 years next month.
Wow. That's great.
It's great. A lot of your stuff is like just going with it in a sort of a I don't know, like, or a lot of your other jokes like not real to you but goofy like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I went to a wedding and I just thought it was ridiculous, so that's sort of
Right.
how I wrote it. But yeah, it's sort of, I don't talk about myself that much.
Right.
And I'm curious, like, obviously the way you talk now and the way that you talk on stage are different. What did that come to be from the start, or did it evolve into it?
It evolved more into it, but I've always, when I first began, I just sort of went, ugh, like, weird, I don't know how it happened, but I didn't do it on purpose.
Right. No, that's great, because it shines through and it gives you your own sort of take on it. It's sort of like having a voice somewhat figured
People say I
out
sound
already.
like I'm from like the 20s or something when I'm talking.
Yeah. What was it about again? I just blanked.
Well, it is pretty funny if you think about it. It was about, you know, like the husband or the dad having to buy, you know, his daughter's getting fucked for the rest of his, you know, that makes a good point.
Yeah, it's true. And you have to pay for it, and you have to walk her down the aisle. Like it's like that would be something I'd add into is like the real fuck you part. Like, and I have to walk her to you, like she's like a dog or something. Like I don't know, it's like the icing on it. There's a better take on that, but definitely going that route after everything, after paying for everything, after all that, you have to literally
It's like a Coliseum.
hand her off.
You know, it's like two fighters going down that movie 300 or whatever, where they're just walking down and like just about to fight almost. The dad's dropping off his daughter to the tiger.
That's gonna fuck this shit up. Yeah. So there's something there. On top of all that, but that's already all funny. How long have you been doing that joke for?
I went to the wedding at like the beginning of the summer, so a few months.
That's cool. That's a good new bit. How long have you been in LA?
A couple of years.
Yeah. Where are you originally from?
Northern California.
Interesting.
I've been down in Southern California.
There you go. What nationality are you?
Persian.
Oh, I see. There's the idea that you guys
As somebody who's Afghan and a comedian, I like that in the minute you didn't address the fact that you're Persian. Because that's not, you know, that's in the minority.
Hey, I have hairy asshole jokes.
Right.
You gotta keep those in your head.
Yeah.
You don't really have to.
Just keep your hairy asshole in your back pocket. Fuck yeah, those are some really hairy arms, man. Have you ever tried to shave them or anything?
No, I got over it. You have to be proud of it now. Well, not too proud of it, but you know.
I feel like you just like finally faced it like a few weeks ago. By the way you say it.
Take your shirt off.
You have a lot of chest hair?
Have some chest hair.
Let's see it.
See it.
The biggest guy in the room wants to see your chest hair. Yeah, flash the audience real quick. Oh, yeah.
Trimmed.
Yeah, we went from the Iron Patriot to the Iron Sheik in a heartbeat. Oh, Jesus, alright, that's too close. 3D HD coming from Batman. Fuck yeah, there you go, Kevin Fard. He's at Kevin Fard on Twitter, that's KFARD. This is fun, right? You get to see some comedians, that
It's interesting.
what's going on.
It's almost like, because you forget about those years.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you do. You just stand up for a long time. Like we're in our own class or whatever. Like after you've been doing it for a while, I'm not saying class, but like level. When you've been doing it like 11 years or whatever, you forget when you've been doing comedy for a year or two or what it's like. So this is interesting because it's not often we get associated with people who are at mic still.
Totally. But meanwhile, when we go out to dinner, sometimes late night or whatever, we'll end up talking about those years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But reminiscing. But then seeing it's a different thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Totally. But it's something part of our lives. Like Jerrod, you and I definitely were hitting open mics together for the longest time. 2007, 2008.
Yeah, doing downstairs.
Getting rides from people to places.
I didn't have a car for a while.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And I remember you and I were two of, well, I mean, I guess there was quite a few of us. It always seemed like the funniest people didn't have cars.
a lot of walking. walking.
And the
around.
and the less funny that somebody would be based on how nice their car was. It almost seemed at the
It's
time.
like if you pulled up in the 7 Series, it's
Right.
like it's just
This guy's a hack. When somebody rolls up on a bicycle, you're like, this motherfucker's a killer. Because it does, man. You have to have a fucking passion in your spinal cord to be bicycling across 90-degree fucking heat across a city.
Who did we just see that rides his bike from Burbank?
It's the new manager, I do believe, here.
Yeah, that's crazy. The
Yeah.
guy that drives to Burbank.
He's just passionate about managing.
I did that a couple times though. When I first moved here, I didn't have a car and I lived in Burbank. And I remember the first time, especially, I was thinking like, that Cahuenga Pass. It seems like there's no elevation. You know what I mean? It almost seems like it'd be a smooth ride. I almost fucking died a couple times. I mean, almost getting hit by cars. But the worst part was going down. Because it was forever, by the way. It's like an hour and a half uphill.
Which side did you ride down on? Facing traffic?
Yeah, you have to.
You have to, right?
No, I went the other way with traffic. Yeah, because if I went against, and thank God I did, by the way, because I would have gotten hit head on. Because your brakes mean nothing when you're going that. You're just riding your brakes the entire time, and you're still going like 30, 40 miles an hour. It's embarrassing. But you live and you learn. I survived it. You know why? Because God loves me and He wants me to succeed. Yes. Your next comedian's name is Aaron Marsh, everybody.
Thank you, guys. So you may notice right off the bat that I have a lot of tattoos, right? And you'll see that they're really nerdy. They're like Star Wars, and Stay Puft. And so, yeah, exactly. The women laugh. I got them to try to impress the women, and it turns out I only impressed a bunch of really introverted men in their 30s. Like, that's what I ended up... I know! It wasn't exactly as planned. I'll show you guys this one. This is Malcolm X, guys. I hope you guys see that. Yeah, look at that I should have put Malcolm in the middle. See, and then white people look at me when I show them that, and they're like, that doesn't look like Denzel Washington at all. I know. But he taught me a couple really valuable lessons. He taught me no pork, no white women, and no pork and white women. That's my minute, I believe, right, guys?
Exactly 59 seconds. You guys are getting sleepy.
I love the fact that you learned so much from Malcolm X. And you're like, you know what Malcolm would love? If a white dude tattooed his face.
I actually believe that 2 weeks before he died, Malcolm would have loved it. The rest of Malcolm would have just hated it.
Nah, he would have hated it the whole
He
time.
would have hated it.
Why do you have that tattoo? What happened? Like, what was the bet that you lost in which...
It wasn't a bet. No, it was just the early 20s. I fucking read the book.
1920s?
No, my early 20s.
Talk about being a vampire.
No, it was like 1999 when I was like fucking... I was in my early 20s and I read the book and it really got to me. And I fucking loved Malcolm X. And so I fucking did it. I was like, fuck this. I want to be more disciplined and I want to be Muslim. No, that's not right. You know.
Where were you raised?
Tucson, Arizona.
What's your relationship with your dad like?
It's alright.
Yeah, wow, that was a really high tone you got to on that one. Let me ask you this final question for my psychology test. Dad, what does he do for work?
He's an engineer for radio.
Oh, I used to do an engineer. I used to be an engineer at Boeing. What kind of engineer?
No clue.
Good relationship.
No Clue is the name of this undercover Operation No Clue.
This is like Fahim, this is your life. This is like people that identify with you.
I'm from Seattle. He has a Malcolm X tattoo and one of Fahim on the other breast. when I say breast. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
You know, I have a poem published about Martin Luther King in a book.
Can I tell you legitimately? Me too.
Wait, you had one published in a book? That's what you said.
When I was a child, I wrote this poem, and somebody said, like, the teacher sent it to somebody, and they put it in this book, and they published it. It was such an awesome.
Legitimately,
Do you remember what
same
it is?
story.
Was it the same book?
That'd be crazy if we.
Do you have a copy of it?
My mom.
I'm pretty sure our accidental racist, the Iron Patriot's puking in his helmet right
It sounded like you were vomiting the word nigger.
Patriot, what do you think about him having a tattoo of Malcolm X?
I almost had sex 2 years ago. Listen, I massaged this girl's feet and I helped her move in for a whole week. I worked my ass off in the truck. And you know what I learned after that? If a girl isn't attracted to you, it doesn't matter if you fly her to the moon. She is not going to get down with you.
Well, you say that like you flew her to the moon.
I moved her in for a whole week. It was hard-ass work. It was way up into a place in the hills. It was that girl, Jennifer Corbin, that was on that series Lingerie on Cinemax.
Jesus Christ.
She was, listen, let me tell you, she was one of the seafood review in Dirty Crabber. That's how I know her.
Hey, what's the seafood review?
The Dirty Crabber dancers back in Dallas. She was going to come up here, but she wants to bring her daughter, and her daughter's too young. But she wants to dance with me once I get this song going again. Share my banana.
We'll have something arranged.
Share my banana. I feel like he just keeps promoting himself. Like every hit counts for this video called Share My Banana out there on YouTube.
Should have brought tequila that last day of helping her move, man. It probably would have changed everything.
I don't know what happened, brother, but it just didn't materialize.
Yeah, did you ever have a drink with a girl? Did you ever try to do it? You know?
Well, I got stoned with her, but that didn't work good. Like what was that Kill Tony we were talking about that where Red Band said that you don't want to... Oh, that was Kill Tony 6 when the rock climber that was trying to impress the girl.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Aaron Marsh, everybody. Put your hands together for Aaron. Aaron Marsh. Aaron is 5'2". Aaron is 5'2", abbreviated foot. Aaron is 5'2" with 2 A's in the Aaron. On Twitter, at Aaron is 5'2". If you want to tweet him any tags to his tattoo thing. Malcolm X. That's interesting. See, what I was getting at with the Phoenix and Dad thing was, I was wondering if he got if the dad was a racist, and he got the tattoo to like disappoint his dad, like like white chicks will bang black guys, you know what I mean? So they get a tattoo of like Jamal's pussy above their vagina and be like, "Hey Dad, look at my new tattoo," and the dad's just like, "What the fuck?"
Our friend Angelo had a really racist father.
Yeah.
And he used to put the television on BET and hide the remote.
That is so Angelo, fucking wildebeest of a monster, the funniest guy ever. Yeah. Well, this is the part of the show where we have our 2 regulars come up. Thanks to all the comedians who signed up, who didn't get up. Keep coming back. Hopefully again next week. Because they're always awesome. It's exciting to get a lot of new people up tonight. I'm always happy about that. But this regular part of the show, we have 2 lovely young ladies that have been doing a new 60 seconds each week since the show's inception 15 weeks ago. This is episode 15 in a row. And so here they are again, going one at a time. Starting with, as always, she was on episode 1 because she was the only female in the entire room at the time when this thing was just getting kick-started. She's here for you again. Put your hands together for the one and only Sarah Mostajabi.
So I don't know if you guys know, but every time you sneeze, it stimulates your nerves equivalent to 1/10 of an orgasm. So I learned how to masturbate with pepper. I I spent an hour at a strip club last week because I don't know which way my dick swings, and I guess having money pisses me off. So I think the man show had like a lasting effect on my sexuality. It sucks. I'm not good at talking to girls. I don't know how to fucking tell a girl that I'm into it. I've got the game of like a 13-year-old Jewish boy. It doesn't fucking work out. I accidentally told this girl she was really hot, and she gave me a free lemonade, so you could say it's going well. I wish that wasn't super true. All right, yeah, all right.
Okay, awesome. Sarah Mosty. Do you have any initial thoughts?
They have lemonade at strip clubs?
Oh, they
this
don't.
was a separate.
That was a different.
Okay,
thing.
cool. I connected it all to strip clubs.
Take the journey with you.
Yeah.
Yes, you're definitely jumping. No, there is something there about. There's some good jokes in there. First of all, I like the pepper thing. I see what you're getting at with the lemonade thing, but the reason why, and I'm with you on this, Draw. The reason why it seems a little mishmash is because your segues into a new thing are coming across as you're talking about the same subject, but you're not. You're sort of jumping around.
Yeah.
There was the part about orgasming, and then it was into something else, and then it's into something else, but it doesn't seem clear. We're assuming that you're sort of staying in the pocket, but you're sort of doing one-liners without super clear segues, which is fine because you're doing 60 seconds and you're trying to do new things.
Yeah.
But it's not clear when one thing ends and when another thing starts. So be aware of that because the setup is always just as important as a punchline. With the pepper thing, I think that it's sort of tag-worthy. Like, I think that that's a good premise to stay in the pocket in with something. You know, if pepper makes you sneeze, then, I mean, if sneezing makes you orgasm,
I know when I sneeze 10 times, like 3 times in a row, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I love sneezing to bed. Like,
Maybe a negative being you're spending twice as much money on Kleenexes.
Twice as much money on Kleenexes, but you're saving.
As a man.
But you're saving. Wait, what? What'd you say? Just repeat
I don't
it.
know how jacking off was. I'm sorry.
So wait, what was
You don't know what you're talking
about? What did you say with man? Or whatever? I didn't hear it.
Oh, Kleenexes. He said to buy more Kleenexes. I said, or spending as much on Kleenexes as yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different thing altogether. But you could say that you save money because you're off your allergy medications.
Well, I think
in this fantasy world where sneezing is giving you an orgasm and you're talking about how you do it, I would get more into it. What else would you do if sneezing really gave you an orgasm? Like hang out with, just fucking cats. There you go. That guy just yelled feathers. So now I go to PetSmart just to blow a load. You know what I mean?
I carry a hamster in my pocket or something.
Right. All of a sudden, looking at a cat in a pet store is like one of those fucking striptease things in the red light district.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Jerk off booth.
Yeah, it's like a jerk off booth at a pet store. Yeah, that's something. This is more the tag it part.
And then almost sneezing can be like blue balls for you or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I've sneezed up to like 6 times, and I was like so angry and disappointed. I was like, come on, give me a little more. I know, it's...
In the lemonade thing, you're talking about it being a little girl, right? A little kid?
No.
Okay, so then I didn't even get it.
No.
I thought I got it, and I didn't get it.
What I said is
and if Jerrod and I don't get it, then nobody's getting it, by the way.
What I said was that, and I accidentally told this girl she was really hot. Like I didn't mean I was saying it was hot outside, but she took it like I said you're fucking hot.
Gotcha.
And it was a little awkward, but I did get a free lemonade, so it went well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like it. Good work.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else for her? Sarah Mostajabi, everybody, knocking it out. A few more jokes, adding on to the big thing. One of these episodes, we're going to talk about having her and Kimberly do a longer set one show, so we'll figure that out, something maybe around the holiday season or something.
Sarah dresses on Twitter.
Yes. Follow her on Twitter, as always. I know a lot of you already are. Her and Comic Patriot, a huge fans, and they always reach out. It's so great. As does this young lady, our other super regular. Put your hands together for her every week. Something new and fun. She quit college to stay here and keep chasing her dream of doing stand-up. She was completely built out of this room. Put your hands together for the one and only Kimberly Congdon.
Today was a good day, guys. It was a good day. I stepped on the scale, and I lost 3 pounds. Thanks. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm on this new diet. It's called Comic. Yeah, it's going really well. You're guaranteed to lose at least 3 pounds and a lot of pride. So I'm hungry all the time. That means I'm going on a lot of dates. Yeah. I mean, I just want what every other girl wants. Affection, attention, allowance. I'm just a 7 who thinks she's a 10. Who's looking for a 9 who thinks he's a 3.
How the fuck, I mean, what have we created here? A monster. Jerrod, Silverman, Handler, look the fuck out. Because it's Kimberly Congdon and she's coming. How old are you?
22.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Like 2.5 months.
Suck my dick, everybody. Unfucking believable. You're killing it. Everything comes across so naturally. It's probably the best performance by anyone all night, by the way.
Yeah.
It just came across as comfortable and everything's funny. And I just love what you're doing. You guys, hit it. What do you think about Kimberly?
I legitimately like you. I have to add the word legit because I'm nice to
Yeah. Because, plus, sometimes we think that people think that it's a misdirect coming from like a big joke at the end. Like, I like you. But yeah.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
For real, really, it's like a warmth.
There is. There's an adorability about you that if you back it with jokes, it's just like thunder and lightning.
Yeah, like you're pretty comfortable for how little you've been doing it, and then the structure's there too. And I think you're gonna be more comfortable the more you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've been going up as much as you can?
Yeah.
Awesome. Kimberly Congdon, everybody, killing it. What can I say? Our little baby monster, ending with an applause break. The only person to say, that's my time, not to say, that's my time. She ended in an applause break. What a great way to end this show. You guys have anything you want to promote to our many, many fun, awesome listeners? Shows coming up, or Twitter handles, and all that?
Fahim Anwar, that's my Twitter. Website, FahimAnwar.com.
FAHIMANWAR.
Yeah, like it's always spelled.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I'm from the Midwest. In Ohio, you don't know how to spell Fahim.
Yeah.
I learned that out here.
Yeah, just my sketch group, GoFaceComedy.com. That's about it.
Yeah, awesome. Jerrod?
Yeah, nothing, man.
I love it.
Yeah, but no, this was great. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
Really
Jerrod,
fun.
I mean, such a pleasure to have you guys. Absolutely, I said on the patio earlier, I go, you guys, I give a little announcement sometimes about the guests, and I go, these are the 2 funniest young guys that I know, so it can only be a win-win signing up, and I was so happy to have you guys, so thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
The Comic Patriot, as always, he's the Iron Patriot, but on Twitter, he's the Comic Patriot. Huge episode for you, my friend. You're fucking hilarious. Catch Red Band and I in Phoenix on September
26th, and then the following day in Columbus, Ohio on the 27th, go to deathsquad.tv.
Yes, please go to Columbus on the 27th and join me at the Ohio State game on the 28th versus Wisconsin. And the new shirt, yes. J.R. Steiner.
September 30th, after Red Band and Tony come to Phoenix to perform, we're releasing a new shirt that night for people to come. But September 30th will be the Golden Pony t-shirt.
Yes, the new Golden Pony t-shirt is coming via J.R. Steiner. Thank you so much to the Death Squatters for coming out. Thank you for the listeners. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you for the Ding Dong Show with Don Barris.
They
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
You're not leaving yet, are you?
Well, I gotta go get on the bus if I don't go over there and miss it. I'd like to hang around, but I'm sorry I gotta go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now you're not drinking. You're not drinking.
No, I'm saying you guys